You keep the requests coming for this album, I'll keep knocking them down. We got J. Cole Safety. Already old school boom bap, come on.
I say from bus road, throw your hands up. It's that red boulevard, I know the whole world blowing up your phone. I wanna know, nigga, when you coming home. I say came road, you talk, throw your hands up. Find your slow and tight, yeah. I know the whole world blowing up your phone. I wanna know, nigga, when you coming home. Yeah, yo, Jermaine, what's the word?
That was pretty dope. I know the whole world blowing up your phone. And he's got more of a melodic delivery. But just underneath in the mix, I heard like more of a yelled, aggressive rap delivery. I know the whole world blowing up your phone. Just a nice way just to add again. I'm telling you, the layer stacking of the harmonies that Jermaine is doing throughout this album, man. Smooth. Nice layers.
Yeah. Yo, Jermaine, what's the word? I got a new number, delete that old one. By now, I'm sure you must have heard about how I got jammed up and had to sit some. It's nothing, no, I did longer biz. This was a quick one. I never hit you cause I know niggas be playing victim. Begging you for big sums of dough when income's low. That ain't my style, it'll never be. To me,
nice
you'll always
flow.
be my dog, not a celebrity. And plus, you did enough. Wide me bands way back when it was rough. Last night when it was dusk, ran in the chisel at Cross Creek. You know how he be moving like he in a rush. Told him come through to the crib over in Haymount Hills. We sat in my living room where then we lit a Dutch. I ain't even know that he smoked like that. Drank a few beers, it's been years since we joked like that. Yo, I seen Brina on the gram, she don't post like that, but both she still bad.
Hey.
One of the baddest bitches the field had. A lot of these hoes falling off, and it's real sad how time can rob us of our best days. As we slave for peasant wage with no nest egg, save for rainy days. But anyways, what's up? I thought about you, holla at me, I would love to catch up. I know you busy, but you in my prayers, God bless you in your affairs. Stay aware, cause real niggas is red, dog. Say Westside, Cliffside, throw your hands up.
J. Cole is a great storyteller. J. Cole is a great story. I'm getting Stan vibes from this. And just the way that this is kind of lettered to Cole, except it's not a fan that's writing to him. It's one of his old homies. Love the setup for this. He's very good at just putting his mind frame into someone else's perspective and then writing from that perspective. We got that with the Pac and Biggie track as well on this.
I got jammed up and had to sit. Nigga, when you coming home. Yeah. Yo, Jermaine, what's the word? I got a new number, delete that old one. By now, I'm sure you must have heard about how I got jammed up and had to.
By now, I'm sure you must have heard. Like right there. Just kind of like that old school rapper's delivery. When you really just hit like that one syllable, you hold it out and you pepper that like in between the percussion and the drum line.
Sit some, it's nothing, no, I did longer biz.
Just really have it sit in the space of the beat.
I'm sure you must have heard about how I got jammed up and had to sit some. It's nothing, no, I did longer biz. This was a quick one. I never hit you cause I know niggas be playing victim. Begging you for big sums of dough when income's low. That ain't my style.
Playing victim. Begging you for big sums of dough when income's low. Like right there, that just little gear change and flow switch, that was nice, man.
Niggas be playing victim, begging you.
And it comes out of the two-syllable scheme.
For big sums of dough when income's low.
So he stays on that two-syllable actually. Victim, big sums of dough. And then he adds two more words to turn it from a two-syllable rhyme scheme that he was really hitting, really punching into a four-syllable scheme. It's nice.
That ain't my style, it'll never be. To me, you'll always be my. Big sums of dough when income's low. That ain't my style, it'll never be. To me, you'll always be my dog, not a celebrity. And plus, you did enough. Wide me bands way back when it was rough. Last night when it was dusk, ran in the chisel at Cross Creek.
So just nice little moments. Obviously, this piano's cold. You hear a little bit of the sax coming in as well. And then there were some strings. Like, there's just these little moments. Like, after he delivers his lines, you have just these little production elements that just, like, flicker in and then come back out.
Know how he be moving like he in a rush. Told him come through to the crib over in Haymount Hills. We sat in my living room with
strings right there off to the side. That was nice.
Then we lit a Dutch. I ain't even know that he smoked like that. Drank a few beers. It's been years since we joked like that. Yo, I seen Brina on the gram. She don't post like that, but both.
Brina on the gram. Why am I trying to think of a Sabrina? I feel like he's talked about a Sabrina before, and it's all coming back around again.
She's still bad, one of the baddest bitches the field had. A lot of these hoes falling off, and it's real sad how time can rob us of our best days. As we slave for peasant wage with no nest egg, save for.
How time can rob us of our best days as we slave for peasant wage with no nest egg. I just love the way that he paints that picture of poverty. That picture of, because that's the biggest thing, right? When you're poor, you know the biggest thing that you want, that you just honestly can't put a price tag on, but unfortunately you do put a price tag on it. because you're working 2-3 jobs just to get by, just survive. It's time. Time. When you have money, even when you're middle class, you have the luxury of time. Time is the most priceless commodity in our world.
Rainy days, but anyways, what's up? I thought about you, holla at me, I would love to catch up. I know you busy, but you on my prayers. God bless you and your affairs. Stay aware, cause real niggas is rare, dog. Say west side.
Stay aware, cause real, rare, like right there, when it just hits in. I love how the beat just changes up and just hits to accentuate his just pepper delivery, man. Nice.
I know the whole world blowing up your phone. I wanna know, nigga, when you coming home.
I know the whole world blowing up your phone. You know how it's like stacked, almost like a crowd chanting? That again gives it sort of that old school boom bap style for me. It's like a very callback, right? NYC vibes on this.
I know the whole world blowing up your phone. I wanna know, nigga, when you coming home. Hey, boy, what's going on? I feel no way when you don't respond, dog. I know your heart and I know I bond. I know a lot is on your plate and more is on your mind. But still I hit you time to time when you crossing mine. I heard that Big Maul died and no, I couldn't tell you the cause. I know fentanyl's been leaving brothers cross-eyed and things. Can't tell what's killing more niggas, drugs or crossfire. When moms cry, it's a shame. As of late, I've seen an uptick in motorcades, but not for the president. These processions are for the negligent. So I don't care to hang out. These younger niggas even quicker than I was to bang out. Oh shit, forgot to say I got a daughter now. Here's a picture, she's starting to look more like a father now. When she cries, her mama put on your songs to calm her down. It's wild how just the sound of your voice, it brought a smile. Dog, I'm proud, you made it out of this bitch. Few things are better when a nigga from the bottom get rich. Although I'm sure it brings its own set of problems. Most of the city love you, though a couple seem jealous of your stardom. Like, what's up with old buddy that's making songs about you? Was about to punish some vicious, but then I thought about you and what you would say. Might tell me to chill, but he violating for real. Let me know when you coming back to the field, dog.
Hey. I wonder where this is going, man. I can't help but feel a little tension, a little anxiety, right? Just like Eminem's saying, that third verse brought things around full circle. Just knowing Cole, I wonder what's coming in the third right now. But again, just great storytelling, right? Giving perspective of Cole being away from home, of one of his homies, because this is a great representation of fame, of Cole achieving his dreams, but also what happens at home. Because it's not like life stops just because Cole is gone, right? And this is a great way to highlight those who don't make it out, those who aren't so lucky.
Heard that Big Maul died and no, I couldn't tell you the cause. I know fentanyl's been leaving brothers cross-eyed and things.
Fentanyl, North Carolina, man. That's where my cousin is from. And unfortunately, you guys know the story. I've talked about it multiple times, and it just is something that hurts my heart. Losing him to fentanyl.
Can't tell what's killing more niggas, drugs or crossfire. When moms cry, it's a shame. As of late, I've seen an uptick in motorcades, but not for the president. These processions are for the negligent, so I don't care to hang.
Processions are for the negligent. I love the way that he just like puts that together. Just poetic, but tragic at the same time. Like these motorcades. It's a funeral motorcade in this case, not a presidential one.
Motorcades, but not for the president. These processions are for the negligent.
The negligent. For those who succumbed, unfortunately, to their addictions.
So I don't care to hang out. These younger niggas even quicker than I was to bang out. Oh shit, forgot to say I got a daughter now. Here's a picture, she's starting to look more like a father now. When
nice.
She cries, her mama put on your songs to calm her down. It's wild how just the sound of your voice, it brought a smile.
Hey.
Dog, I'm proud, you made it out of this bitch. Few things are better when a nigga from the bottom get rich. Although I'm sure
out of this bitch, bottom get rich. Nice multi there.
what brings its own set of problems. Most of the city love you, though a couple seem jealous of your stardom. Like, what's up with old buddy that's making songs about you? Was about to punish some vicious, but then I thought about you and what.
I heard about this. I heard about the local artist who was dissing Cole and went and pissed on 2014 Forest Hill Drives, like went and pissed on his old home and was talking mad ish about him.
Would say, might tell me to
Comment down below. I want to remember his name.
chill, but he violating for real. Let me know when you coming back to the field, dog. Say
Let me know when you coming back to the Ville, dog. Like again, you notice how like the production just has that punchy moment right there before it kicks in with the chorus one more time.
I know the whole world blowing up your phone. I wanna know, nigga, when you coming home.
This album, man, it really is feeling, as I start to get more of the picture of this album, like a letter to Fayetteville. You know, it's a great representation of his story and his biography and his life and the lives of those around him.
I know the whole world blowing up your phone. I wanna know, nigga, when you coming home.
Yo, hit me back when you get the chance. So many of our peers passed away through the years. My appreciation for airs and my lungs has been enhanced. Yo, Quay passed last night from medical conditions that were too advanced. For doctors to intervene, they couldn't do a thing. They say he dwindled away until his size was that of a figurine. It seemed just like a mystery. Some say it was acquired immune deficiency syndrome. We been on what team he acknowledged. Since we was kids, he lived in a closet. But that changed soon as he went to college. Up there wild in the A&T, running with fruity types. Dick in the booty types, tight pants, switching their hips, painting their nails. So niggas from the Ville had to distance ourselves. He felt the way. Remember, he was beefing with me. That's when he moved to the A, I guess, so he could be free. But years later, I heard they seen him walking on Bragg at 2 a.m. with a lace front, dressing in drag. I shook my head, but still I began to feel bad. It's like his lifestyle was blocking all the love that we had. We turned our backs on him. Some of us called him nah, times changed. I know that's wrong. Now that we grown, I wish I could apologize, cause we did him wrong. Man, why I feel like recently niggas ain't living long. Rest in peace to your boy Filthy. I heard about that too. Last summer, a lot of brothers had got murdered out the blue. Shit was wild, but anyhow, just reaching out, bearing bad news infused with what I'm thinking about. Here go the obituary. And just in case there's a program attached that gives you the time and place, it's that funeral home off the Merc, the one adjacent to that used car lot where I copped that Ford Escape. I know fame make that shit hella awkward to be at wakes, but I bet it mean a lot to his family to see your face. If you can make it home, the viewing is on Thursday, funeral on Friday, by plane or by highway, you're safe.
You're safe.
I safe.
So it did have a twist at the end. And it didn't have a lyrical twist, just a sonic twist. Not as dark as I thought it was going to, but Cole gets in the car. Cole makes the big decision to finally come back home for the death of one of his homies. Let's bring it back and just break this down. But I'll tell you what, man, like the smooth, little bit of jazz infused into that. Like this album compared to his mixtape. I understand some people critiquing the album because they were expecting more of the mixtape feel, but like I think once you get past that and you just realize it's not going to be like the super impassioned delivery. It's not going to be like the, that type of energy. This is a different energy that Cole wants to give us. Cole is more low key. I feel like this aligns more with Cole's soul, right? He's just giving you some of these just more melodic, more soulful cuts. But it's not like the rapping isn't there. It's not like the storytelling isn't there. It's not like the MCing isn't there. Like every track that I've heard so far, I've legitimately enjoyed. And I've appreciated the artistry of it. This is good so far. There's some good cuts on this. Let's break this down.
I know the whole world blowing up your phone. I wanna know, nigga, when you coming home.
Yo, hit me back when you get the chance. So many of our peers passed away through the years. My appreciation.
I love how you just hear like the frequency off on one side of the mix and then it just bounces to the other like you're tuning in on the old radio dials.
For airs and my lungs has been enhanced. Yo, Quay passed.
And for me, it just represents like taking us back to this time period for Cole.
Peers passed away through the years. My appreciation for airs and my lungs has been enhanced. Yo, Quay passed last night from medical conditions that were too advanced. For doctors to intervene, they couldn't do a thing. They say he dwindled away until his size was that of a figurine. It seemed just like a mystery. Some say it was acquired immune deficiency syndrome. We been on what team he acknowledged. Since we was kids, he lived in a closet. But that
been knowing what team he acknowledged. Since kids, he lived in the closet. And you can also understand, right? When you talk about a street culture, you even talk about within rap itself. It's very survival of the fittest. And I get it. But it's very masculine. It can be very machismo at times. Even old diss records to this day, like clowning someone for being gay, right? There is still those shades within rap, but within the culture itself, right? So you can understand, like I love the way that J. Cole paints his picture and portrays this, right? Because you can understand this friend of his who unfortunately passed away from AIDS, right? From going on, partying, going to college, getting linked in sexually, and unfortunately, what ended up happening to him. But for me, like, why was he in the closet? Why did he stay that way? And even from the lens of his friend who's speaking on this to Cole, speaking about how they kind of clowned him, how they felt like there was a distance, all because of his sexuality. And again, if you think about just the societal influences, you think about the influences around at the time, especially, going back in time. I feel like we're still advancing as a society, but we still have a ways to go when it comes to homosexuality, when it comes to the way in which that culture is painted. And there's roots of it in hip hop too. It's really, this is an important verse from Cole for me.
See syndrome, we been on what team he acknowledged. Since we was kids, he lived in a closet, but that changed soon as he went to college. Up there wild in the A&T, running with fruity types, dick in the booty types, tight pants.
Even right there when he says running with fruity types, right? Like just that simple statement also goes to show the connotations, goes to show some of the language that's used, goes to show the way in which that lifestyle of being gay is viewed in the street.
Up there wild in the A&T, running with fruity types, dick in the booty types, tight pants, switching their hips, painting their nails. So niggas from the Ville had to distance ourselves. He felt the way.
From the Ville had to distance ourselves from him. See? That's key. Just that picture painted.
Remember, he was beefing with me. That's when he moved to the A, I guess, so he could be free. But years
moved to the A, moved to Atlanta.
Later, I heard they seen him walking on Bragg at 2 a.m. with a lace front, dressing in drag. I shook my head, but still I began to feel bad. It's like his lifestyle was blocking all the love that we had. We turned our backs on him.
It's like his lifestyle, and here's that self-acknowledgement and kind of that breaking of the fourth wall, right? And acknowledging previous wrongs with the opinions that he was holding of them. Times change. Right there it is, the F word. And the F word has been used a lot in hip hop.
And all the love that we had, we turned our backs on them. Some of us called him times changed. I know that's wrong. Now that we grown, I wish I could apologize because we did them wrong. Man, why I feel like recently niggas ain't living long. Rest in peace to your.
I wish I would have apologized because we did them wrong. Like for me, like again, that's not the full story of what's happening here, but that's an important story and just an important illustration that J. Cole highlighted in that third verse. Love it.
Apologize because we did them wrong. Man, why I feel like recently niggas ain't living long. Rest in peace to your boy Filthy. I heard about that too last summer. A lot of brothers had got murdered out the blue. Shit was wild, but anyhow, just reaching out.
Filthy. This bothered me. This bothered me on my 2-6 breakdown. When I paused it and he showed the album cover from Bomb Shelter. And I just couldn't remember it was Bomb Shelter. Because I remember J. Cole interview talking about how they used to mentor him, right? How he looked up to them and how hugely influential they were. So for him, this is a huge funeral, obviously, losing one of his old mentors and just like including this because he included that little Easter egg in 2-6 in the music video. And now you get it here on this track in this cut.
I feel like recently niggas ain't living long. Rest in peace to your boy Filthy. I heard about that too last summer. A lot of brothers had got murdered out the blue. Shit was wild, but anyhow, just reaching out, bearing bad news infused with what I'm thinking about. Here go the obituary. And just in case there's a program attached that gives you the time and place, it's that funeral home off the Merc. The one adjacent to that used car lot where I copped that Ford Escape. I know fame make that shit hella awkward to be at wakes, but I bet it mean a lot to his family.
I think there's an interesting, just like, seems like a throwaway line where I copped that Ford Escape. But for me, I don't know, it goes a little deeper. Like, because you talk about escapism, you talk about feeling trapped and wanting to escape, surrounded by this violence. And J. Cole did escape, whereas his homie couldn't escape. So the only way he could is by copping like a Ford Escape and driving around feeling like he has his moment to escape and his moment to pretend that things are different.
Time and place is that funeral home off the Merc, the one adjacent to.
But it's really an interesting look, and I know this track is entitled Survivor's Guilt, and I know J. Cole isn't expressing that, but I can't help but feel like there's shades of that here. When J. Cole looks back and he paints a picture through the letters of his friend, and they reflect and they have these memories, but you can't say that they're all good memories. And thinking about J. Cole's still alive, his homie's still here, but they've lost so many. And so many, the brutal reality is, haven't made it. There's one thing. I said earlier that you couldn't put a price tag on time. You also can't put a price tag on just your health and your life. And that ties in with time, isn't it? Time on this earth.
That used car lot where I copped that Ford Escape. I know fame make that shit hella awkward to be at wakes, but I bet it mean a lot to his family to see your face. If you can make it home, the viewing is on Thursday, funeral on Friday, by plane or by highway, you're safe.
And that theme of safety, right? Because feeling like he's coming back and he's got a target on his back. And he talks about why he keeps a low profile, right? And you see the violence in Fayetteville. And yet it's important for his homie to remind him, hey, you're fine if you want to come through. You have that safety. You have that assurance. But is he ever truly safe? That's the big question.
I ain't safe.
And then when you go, all right, like bet, like we go bet a lot. All right, safe. Nice flip on that. That's a really good storytelling track. That's another very technical cut. But J. Cole is a great illustrator, man. Great rhyme writer. I'm loving it. J. Cole, you're Knox Hill certified. Hope you guys liked today's video. Listen, if you're here at the end, obviously enjoy the content. Do me a huge favor, support the channel directly. Subscribe, notifications on. Also, if you want to keep up to date, sometimes YouTube does get crappy with me. Come follow me on Instagram, right? I got more J. Cole shorts. I got more content on there. Great way to keep up with the channel, what's going on. I'll put all links down there. All right, everybody, stay safe, stay positive. Take care of this, take care of this. You know, we'll catch you again.